So in today's video, I will be sharing with you guys credit cards that you can get pre-approved for. Since my previous video did so well, I decided to do a part 2. What's up, winners? My name is Nam. If you're new here, welcome. Here we talk all things personal finance. Start out by subscribing so you don't miss out on any future videos. Every single card that I will be showing with you, I will also announce the credit bureaus that they do pull from so you have a better picture of your chances. So if you do get denied from one of these pre-qualified offers, most likely you will get denied from other cards that pull from these credit bureaus as well. So if this is the case, I would just move on to the other cards on the list that pull from different credit bureaus and just go from there. Pre-approval offers do change from time to time. All the links are down in the description below, but just make sure when you do visit the website that it does say somewhere about pre-qualification prior to plugging in your information. If it does not say that anywhere on the website, then I would not recommend applying for it since it may result in a hard inquiry. Whenever you do a pre-approval application, this will only result in a soft inquiry and it does not have any negative effects on your credit score. It's like getting the samples at Costco, but never checking out. You can literally apply for all the cards in this list and it would not drag down your credit score. But let me put this disclaimer on there. If you do decide to accept the pre-approval offer, this will result in a hard inquiry. Another thing to make note of is that pre-qualification and pre-approval offers is not 100% guaranteed. There could be other things that they see on your credit report once they do a full credit check. So just keep this in the back of your head when you are applying. So before I start, I'm not being sponsored by any of these credit cards, and all the links to the cards that I will mention will be in the description below. Alright, so enough of me talking, let's get right into the cards. The first card that I will be discussing will be the Lowe's Advantage card. This is not your typical credit card since you can only use it at Lowe's. The one thing that's very special about this pre-approval offer is that after the application, they'll give you the amount that you pre-qualify for and your interest rate. When applying, they will take a look at your TransUnion or Equifax credit scores. Now let's go over the perks for this card. You can get up to 5% off when you shop or up to 6 months of special financing on purchases more than $299 or more. You can also get other financing offers for large purchases, but whenever you do sign up for this card, you will receive 20% off of your first purchase. So if you're thinking about buying some home improvement items like a refrigerator or washer and dryer, it may be worth it to open this card then. Now let's keep it moving with our second card, which is the Lexus Pursuit credit card. Again, this card is only a store card and you can only use it at Lexus dealerships. So with this card, they pull from Experian or Equifax. So if you are a Lexus card owner, whenever you sign up for this card, you get 0 interest for 6 months on purchases more than $199 or more. This card is really not all that since it's very niche, so I'm pretty sure the majority of people watching this video, they may not apply. Alright, so let's keep it moving with our third card, which is the IKEA project card. If you live near an IKEA or you like to buy your do-it-yourself furniture, this may be the perfect card for you. As a side note, aren't IKEA Swedish meatballs the best? But moving on, this card does pull from Experian and or Equifax. Now let's talk about the perks of this card. There's no annual fee, and you also get 0 interest, ranging anywhere between 6 to 24 months depending on the size of your purchase. Now let's keep it moving with our first real credit card, which is Discover. If you are new to credit cards, Discover is probably one of the best places to start. They pull from Experian and or Equifax. This company actually has a bunch of different variations to their Discover It card. I believe there's around 8 variations. You can see all of them over here. They have cards for travel, rotating categories, gas and dining, and they even have a business card. Since they do have a secure card as well, this is a great opportunity for those who are pre-qualified and they're looking to build or repair their credit. This card is actually one of the few secure cards that allows you to earn some sort of points or cash back. Probably one of the best things about the Discover cards is that Discover will automatically match all of your cash back that you earn at the end of your first year. There's no minimum spend that you have to hit. You get a complete match for whatever you earn. Now let's keep it moving with our next company, which is HSBC. On their website, it seems like you can only pre-qualify for 2 types of cards, which is their gold or their cash rewards credit card. If you were to pre-qualify, they'll take a look at your Equifax credit score. Now let's briefly go over each one of these credit cards so you know what are your options. With the gold credit card, it is a very simple card. There's no annual fee, foreign transaction fee, and they also waive 1 late payment per year. The best thing about this card is probably the introductory offer. You get 0 APR for the first 18 months on purchases and balance transfers. As for the second card, which is the cash rewards card, you get 1.5% cash back on everything. The introductory offer for this card is pretty awesome as well. You get 3% cash back on purchases for the first 12 months up to $10,000 worth of spend. So if you were to maximize this, essentially you get $300 cash back. In addition to that, you also get 0 APR for the first 12 months for purchases and also balance transfers. Now this brings me on to my next card, which is the Apple Card by Goldman Sachs. This is one of the very few credit cards that you can actually get without an annual fee. The way to apply for this card is through your Apple device or online. But when you do, they do pull from your TransUnion credit report. So let's briefly go over the perks. There are no fees, meaning that there is no annual, over the limit, foreign transaction, or even late fees. You also get 2% cash back when you use the Apple Card with Apple Pay. You also get 3% cash back whenever you spend at Apple or any other participating retailers. So let's just say that you went through all the steps for applying for this card, but your application got denied. You may receive an opportunity to enroll in their path to Apple Card if they determine that you can meet the requirements for approval after you complete their steps to the program. This usually involves lowering your credit and personal debt, making all of your payments on time, and resolve any past due balances. Whenever you do complete this program, you'll be invited to reapply for the Apple Card. So the next card that we have on the list is the Upgrade Visa Card. If you were to apply for this card, this will pull from your TransUnion credit report. This credit card is a little bit different. It kind of works like a personal line of credit, ranging anywhere between $500 to $2,500 depending on your credit worthiness. The key differences between this type of card compared to other credit cards is how billing its payments are handled. Even though this is labeled as a credit card, it kind of works more like a personal loan rather than one. You can use this card to make purchases or transfer money to a linked bank account, and at the end of your billing cycle, the transactions are added together and this will turn to an installment loan. Each loan will have its own fixed payment amount and repayment period. So hopefully I did not confuse you too much so far. So let's just say, for example, you have a $1,000 credit limit and you made $300 worth in purchases. At the end of the month, the $300 balance will work like a loan where you would have to make fixed payments over a period of time. Unlike credit cards where you would have to make just a minimum payment and the rest of your balance just gets charged interest. The interest that you get charged here is a little bit different than a credit card, mainly due to the fact that there is no grace period. There are only a few perks that do come along with this card, and the biggest one is 1.5% cash back on purchases when you pay them back. This card is really only useful for people who are trying to make large purchases and know that they need more time to pay them off. But if you want more of a traditional credit card where you just make purchases and pay it off in full, then there are much better options out there. Now let's keep it moving with our next company, which is Bank Mobile Credit. They have two credit cards that you can get, which is the Classic MasterCard and the Reward MasterCard. If you were to pre-qualify for any of these cards, they will take a look at your TransUnion credit report. The only one that gets any sort of perks is the Reward MasterCard. You can earn 1% cash back on every dollar that you spend. Based on their website, if you were to get approved, you can get a credit line ranging anywhere between $500 to $10,000. It is a fairly simple card and there are no annual fees, so this could be a great starter card or if you're having trouble getting a new line of credit. So let's keep it moving with our next card, which is the Yamaha credit card. Since this is a store card, you can use this at Yamaha dealerships or through the online website. There's really nothing special about this card, but if you do want to pre-qualify, they do pull from your TransUnion credit report. So if you are a credit card enthusiast and having trouble getting new lines of credit, this may be worth it, but again, there's really nothing special about a card since you only can use that Yamaha. The next company that we'll be talking about needs no introduction, which is Capital One. Instead of going over every single credit card that they do have available, I'll just give you a brief overview of what they have to offer. They have secure cards, cashback cards, cards for dining and entertainment, and a few others. If you were to pre-qualify for Capital One, they take a look at all three of the major credit bureaus. Unlike the other major credit card companies, it is fairly easy to find a pre-approval page. As soon as you go to credit cards, there's going to be a big pop-up of where you can go through the process. When it's all said and done, each one of these companies will have their own pros and cons. Always just make sure when you are trying to pre-qualify that it actually says pre-qualification or pre-approval application. Sometimes these do go away, so if it does not say that on the screen, just be cautious before applying. Another thing to be out on the lookout for is having to enter your full social security number. In most cases, to get pre-approved, all you gotta enter is your last four. Whenever you do want to bite the bullet and go ahead and apply, this will result in a hard inquiry. If you guys haven't already, make sure you give this video a like because it really helps support the channel. I'll see you guys in my next videos.